I'm Lauren Stukenborg. I am the aquatic director for YMCA of the Rockies Snow Mountain Ranch and a member of the Green Team.
And my name is Amy Wolf. I am the marketing manager here at YMCA of the Rockies Snow Mountain Ranch, and I am also a member of the Green Team. Lauren and I are both members of a project called Cyrus, Going Green for Good. The goal of this project is to engage with other YMCAs in all of our respective countries, as well as YMCAs around the world, so that we can take a look at the waste that we're producing and try to pull back on the waste that we're sending to landfills, as well as educate guests with activities and games and things like that. So our biggest goal is education through this project, but it's also to engage and activate climate action in YMCAs around the world. So every year, the entire world produces 2 billion tons of municipal solid waste.
Yeah, and once we get into the billions, I can't fathom that much. It just is too much for me to comprehend.
It's so much waste, and a lot of it is winding up in landfills. And so that's why part of our project is to really reduce the amount of waste that's ending up in landfills and looking at ways we can either recycle or save compostable material. I believe it's like 30% of the municipal solid waste is actually organic waste.
Mm-hmm. And we found in our waste audit that almost 70% of the waste in one building could have been recycled or composted.
So what a lot of people don't realize is the waste that they're throwing away ends up in landfills, but it takes sometimes hundreds of years to disintegrate. I mean, one plastic bottle could take up to 700 years to disintegrate or dissolve.
Well, and those disposable masks take up to 450.
The waste that does end up in landfills sometimes can either get blown around or winds up in our oceans. There will be more plastic in our oceans than fish by 2050.
That's pretty close, actually. That's closer than 1990.
Closer than I am comfortable with.
Disposable diapers take up to 550. And while I get people don't want to use reusable diapers, 550 years is a long time per diaper. One diaper.
That's crazy to think about. When you put numbers to the trash that you're throwing out, it really changes the perspective on how you look at it.
Totally. So orange peels take 6 months to break down when just left to their own, thrown on the ground.
6 months?
6 months, which I am guilty of, thinking that, oh, it's natural, it's a fruit. It'll just go away in a couple of days or maybe a week.
Right, and that's why I think composting should be more commonplace. I mean, even food that is organic that we think can just go back to the earth takes a while to disintegrate and dissolve. And I mean, orange peels aren't really from Colorado, so if we're throwing an orange peel on the ground in Colorado, it's not part of the natural environment.
Not part of the natural environment. Animals could pick it up, it could make them sick, or attract them. We don't want to attract bears and other animals to our campsites.
No, and that's, why the Leave No Trace 7 principles are so important when you are recreating, to pack it in, pack it out, don't leave waste. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We really appreciate you coming out to our first Snow Mountain Ranch cleanup hike. I think we've probably got about 40 pounds of trash, and that was just over an hour that we've been out here, an hour and a half. So thank you so much for helping, and we'll be sure to keep in contact next time we do more volunteer opportunities. Really appreciate it.
Go green on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go green!